Here we have the ants. Ants are some of the strongest, most reliable insects around, being able to carry 20 times its own body weight and following orders like no one else. Ants are a valued part to any team, and especially the insect world. One of my favourite movies is Love Actually, and Love Actually is a really good film just because it's filled with British people, and there are also American people in that movie as well. But Love Actually is actually a Christmas movie and a Valentine's Day movie.
See? Now can I please join the team again? I promise it'll be good. It'll be totally worth it. I promise. I can shrink small again. That was kind of cool. Sorry, Scott. We just sort of need your van. I understand. I'll just... do you think you could you bring the wasp lady? I mean, probably. Yeah, okay. Well, if she could join us, then I guess you can too. Yeah, that'll probably be fine. Yeah, you could join the Avengers again. Oh, really? Oh, thank you, Captain America. I won't let you down. Can we do a high five? Hey everyone, welcome back to the Blanket Boy channel. Today we're taking a look at Nendoroid Ant-Man from the movie Avengers Endgame. Taking a quick look at the box, and I think it looks kind of cool. Crazy to think Endgame was 2 years ago, huh? Now, getting him open, and Scott Lang here doesn't come with much. And this is the DX version, which is supposed to come with a bunch of stuff. So, this is going to be a short review. Get it? Short. Because small. Now, if you're not going to watch the whole video, then let me just say this before you click away. Save your money and buy the regular standard version. Now, taking a look at Ant-Man, and he looks pretty good. This has some impressive sculpting. The texture on the red parts of the suit and the matte black areas are wonderfully screen accurate. I honestly think this looks better than the SHF Figure Arts Ant-Man. Now, I will say that the promo images for this figure look a bit better than the actual in-hand figure. And I don't know, some of the shading looks a bit better here than what we got. Catfished by an ant. I still think the sculpt and paint apps on this thing look great, but we had a huge issue. Yeah, this was kind of disappointing, and partially my fault, but more of Good Smile's fault. It's complicated. You know what's also complicated? Ant-Man's helmet design, and I think this looks absolutely beautiful. Apart from... yeah. But still, given that on a Nendoroid the head is the largest part of the figure, it has to be instantly recognizable. And they knocked it out of the park with this one. He also comes with an unmasked Scott Lang head, and I have to hand it to the design team, since in my opinion this does look like Paul Rudd. And you know, the Nendoroid style really accentuates Paul Rudd's beautiful eyes. The hair and smirk especially seal the deal for me on this. The sculpt and design on this has got to be the most impressive thing about this Nendoroid. And that's sort of where most of my compliments end. Sadly. Now, getting to his hands, and he's packaged with these fists. Boring but expected. And then he comes with splayed out action hands. These look cool, I guess. And finally, he comes with the right hand with his thumb over the shrinking button. And that's it. 2 pairs of hands and 1 character-specific hand. Now, Ant-Man isn't necessarily known for his many hand gestures like Spider-Man or Doctor Strange, but his lack of accessories here should play into his DX price, right? Right? So I was fine with his lack of hand accessories if he had gotten some cool Ant-Man effects. He can shrink himself down, and also in the movies he can shrink other things too. And to be fair, I think Good Smile really tried. Really tried. Ant-Man figures have gotten shafted all across the board with Hot Toys and SHF dropping the ball hard. So, getting to his effect pieces, and Ant-Man comes with this translucent red plastic piece that gives the illusion of his growing power, and this is honestly pretty cool. In theory. I think it would have looked a bit cooler if the effect was formed in a running position, but as it is now, he's standing in this serious power stance as he grows. Also, Ant-Man is known for shrinking. Like, that's his whole thing. So why then is this effect piece of him growing instead of shrinking? He's going the wrong way, no? This Ant-Man figure also comes with 2 smaller figures of Ant-Man and the Wasp, and these are super cool. I wish we had gotten more of these in various poses instead of the growing effect, but hey, what are you gonna do? And these are also sculpted really well. The paint apps are impressive on these tiny figures. And I love these, they sort of make it worth it. But they also come in the standard version. In fact, the only stuff that comes in the DX version are the growing effect, the van, and the endgame style base. Kind of not worth it in my opinion. Getting back to the tiny figures, and I've had issues with these tiny figures in the other Marvel Nendoroid since it's not useful in a display. The tiny Falcon and War Machines are cute, but I don't know. Good Smile, just make the secondary characters. I promise to buy them. Anyway, the tiny Ant-Man and Wasp figures work perfect for these characters since that's what they do. And finally, he comes with the Quantum Realm van, which is a 1975 Ford Ecoline. And yeah, I think it looks close enough to the Ford Ecoline. And I'm sorry, this was just an excuse to say Ecoline. Also, it was important in Endgame for like 5 minutes. Ah, good times. And last but not least, Scott Lang comes with the regular Nendoroid base and arm, as well as 2 smaller stands for the 2 smaller figures, and the endgame display base, which I'm pretty sure is identical to the other Nendoroid figures. And that's it. I sound a bit disappointed, but I think I'm just confused. My main complaint comes from this mishap, which bums me out. I really do like Ant-Man, and I just sort of feel bad that he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. He's kind of a joke, you know? I don't usually rate my figures, but I'd say this is a solid 7 out of 10. He's a good Marvel Nendoroid, but nothing really extraordinary here that pushes him to beloved status. I think the Marvel Nendoroids were a little rushed for Endgame, so consequently, they're just not as good as past Marvel Nendoroids, which actually felt special and one of a kind. I can't reiterate this enough. Get the standard version when it comes with all that you need. This isn't a bad figure, I just think the accessories, or lack thereof, really weigh this down. We could have gotten little ants or even some Pym particles, but no. We got Power Stance. Anyhow, it's still a solid representation of Ant-Man. I love him, but I can also see his flaws. And that's the review. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to help the channel out. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. It feels so good to be done with yet another video. I missed a piece. So just a quick little thing. This is a little piece that plugs into the back of Ant-Man. This little piece comes off. It's kind of hard to get off with your... I don't have any fingernails, but it's kind of hard to get off. But you take it off, and once his helmet is down, this sort of gives the illusion that it's all compacted into this little backpack thing that he has. It's from the movie, and I forgot. I'm so sorry. There we go. Now Ant-Man has his helmet all put into this, and I must say that getting this out with no fingernails wasn't possible. I was starting to sort of pick away at the paint, which sucks. So I had to use an X-Acto knife and be very delicate and gentle to sort of pry it open. But there we have that. I missed the piece, I'm sorry. The suit looks good, but the paint's not the great quality. So that's it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And with that, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.